Hello guys, it's Geo, back again for another Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire news video. So, just telling you guys how these episodes are going to work. If you guys didn't catch the last episode, I'm basically gonna break down I'm basically gonna break down like the design of the Pokemon, the news we know about it, all the information, and then talk about what impact it's gonna have on the metagame after the remakes arrive. So, today we're doing Mega Swampert because last time we did Mega Sceptile. Mega Swampert is really, really cool design-wise. It's been confirmed that he's keeping his water ground typing. And I'm okay with that. That gives him one weakness. It's a pretty bad weakness, but, you know, it can be played around relatively well. And he looks like he hit the gym big time for all of 11 years since we originally saw Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald come out. I was hoping that he would get something like Iron Fist and give him like Drain Punch, or maybe like Sheer Force, or something that involved his massive strength, but like GameFreak decided to give him Swift Swim, which, you know, how does something that big move that fast? I understand there's people like LeBron James that can kind of put 2 and 2 together and do the super athlete things, but I don't think Mega Swampert is going to be a LeBron James, but you never know. Very well could be. So far, all we know about Mega Swampert is that he is going to be able to keep his typing as is, and is going to pick up Swift Swim as his Mega ability thing. So, I do think that Mega Swampert does have a lot of potential in the metagame for a couple of main reasons. One, he only has one weakness, which is the grass weakness, and of course I'm not counting Freeze Dry, because Freeze Dry's distribution is not anything wonderful, it's not anything to brag about. But if we look at some of the moves that Mega Swampert could probably utilize, Curse is the primary setup move that it could use, because sitting at base 60 speed before Mega Evolving, Mega Swampert isn't going to be anything that's just breezing past opponents. And I'm personally not going to use a Swift Swim set just because weather's not super reliable anymore. And from looking at it right now, it looks like Curse is his only boosting move, but Curse is actually a blessing in disguise for Mega Swampert. Even though it does lower his speed, getting that buff to attack and defense is really going to help him, because he's going to be able to hit opponents with things like a Stab Earthquake, which is just going to be brutal coming off Mega Swampert. Gonna be able to hit those Talonflames with Rock Slide or Stone Edge, hit with that powerful Stab Waterfall. Even go with Power Up Punch if you want another physically boosting move. It can also hit with things like Avalanche to hit Dragon types. You could always go with Ice Ball if you want to roll with Ice Ball. Don't roll with Ice Ball, that's a bad idea. But you could also rock Hydro Cannon, you know, if you really, really wanted to. Water Pledge for powerful doubles teams. But back to serious competitive talk. I don't think Mega Swampert is going to have as much of an impact as Mega Sceptile did, or will, just because Swampert kind of fills this weird role as a Mega to where it's like, I'm not really super dedicated. Well, we haven't seen its stats yet. I'm just kind of assuming here, speculating. Mega Sceptile tends to fill the role of like, yeah, we're going to play a very offensive style, so I would tend to believe that Mega Sceptile would be a very offensive Pokemon. Mega Venusaur serves the role as a great defensive Pokemon. Mega Mawile is an offensive. And Mega Aerodactyl is an offensive, and stuff, so on and so forth. Each Mega has their certain role. However, Swampert, before Mega Evolving, doesn't really have a dedicated role. You can run it special, you can run it physical, you can run it as like a support set. So, there's still a lot to be determined for what role Swampert's going to fill as a Mega, and I think while versatility may be good on some Pokemon, I do not believe that it's going to be as good on Mega Swampert. because if you want to run a special set, you can try, but I don't. Looking at them, I don't think they buffed his special stuff, and it just kind of. Hopefully, Game Freak gives it enough stat boosts that it can actually be a top OU contender. But I think it's going to be like BL or top tier UU, just because the threat of grass types, especially with now Mega Sapphire running around, and then you have Mega Venusaur running around. I just don't think it can make enough of an impact to jump up to OU, even with some stat changes. If it got bulk up, I think it could get there. Just because, while the drop in speed isn't like destroying Mega Swampert's viability with Curse, it's not exactly helping it either. But I think a great teammate for Mega Swampert on like a balanced slash bulky offense team would be Specs Heatran. And the reason I say this is that things that counter Mega Swampert will be grass types. And grass types do not appreciate Specs Heatran whatsoever. You can even run Scarf Heatran if you so do desire. But a a Specs Eruption coming from Heatran, that is going to decimate some grass types right there. Because Eruption, base 150 power if you're at full health. You get Stab, brings you up to 225. You get the almighty Specs boost, which I believe brings you up to 300. Oh no, Specs would be calculated in the special attack, but still. So basically, base 215 move or 225 move coming off a Pokemon with Specs. That's going to do a lot of damage to any grass types, and plus it covers the grass type weakness of Swampert. Other than that, guys, I would like to thank you for dropping by and checking out the video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to slap that like button and make sure to answer today's comment question of the day in the comments section below. That question is going to be, what do you guys think of Mega Swampert? I've already told you what I think of Mega Swampert. I'm interested to hear your guys' opinions. If you guys are enjoying the constant content, please make sure to subscribe, as we will be having a super duper 10 subscriber special, which will be announced when we get to 10 subscribers. Other than that, I will catch you on the flip flop.